17 races down, just one more race remains. Yesterday, we saw history being made in the ADAC Formula 4 Germany Series as Andrea Kimi Antonelli became the first Italian to ever win the championship. But in doing so, he really turned a few heads. This driver has won 9 out of the 14 races that he has started in the ADAC Formula 4 Germany. That's 9 wins in the 17 races in total of this season, because of course he wasn't at the Sachsenring. He has done it in such dominant style. A lot of people are now talking about the name Andrea Kimi Antonelli. It's not often that you get a driver coming along that turns the heads in quite this way. You think back to names such as Michael Schumacher, Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen. But Andrea Kimi Antonelli is one of those drivers that we are going to be talking about for many years to come. He has set to become not just a superstar of the future, but a megastar. He has taken this championship by the scruff of the neck, and he has dominated it. And yesterday, he clinched the championship with one race still remaining. He's not finished below 4th place on any race during this season, and that's only happened twice. And all the other races he's finished in either 1st or 2nd. On account of yesterday's win, he starts this race back in 8th position, but it will be a brave man who bets against him making his way to the front in this, the final race of the season. Not only did we crown Andrea Kimi Antonelli the champion, we also crowned Prema as the team champions here in the ADAC Formula 4 Germany. We do still have one championship left remaining, though. That is the Rookie Championship, and it's between Rasmus Utsimies and Rafael Kamara coming into this weekend. Rasmus Utsimies held this slimmest of leads. Yesterday, Rafael Kamara briefly took the top of the point standings in the Rookie Championship, but then a torrid race 2 saw him drop back down to 2nd place. There are just 7 points separating 1st and 2nd in the Rookie Championship. You can see the cars are on their formation lap. We are at the Nürburgring. We are using the Grand Prix circuit. It's the longer version of the circuit than what was used for round 4 back in August. It is 5.148 kilometers around. That is a little over 3 miles with 15 turns, 6 to the left and 9 to the right. You'll be pleased to see that the sun is shining. It has been raining, drizzling and foggy on and off since we got here on Friday, but finally today the track has dried out, and for the first time this weekend these cars are able to do some running on slick tyres as we continue on the formation lap. It will be David Birnbach who starts on pole position for the first time in ADAC Formula 4 Germany, with Jonas Ried alongside on row 2. Valentin Kloos in his debut year, with James Wharton, the young Australian, lining up 4th on the grid. The 3rd row, Rasmus Utsimies, the driver who leads the rookie standings by just a slim margin, and alongside him is Ugo Chukwu, a driver who has impressed on his debut for Prema Racing. On row 4, Taylor Barnard lines up alongside Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Taylor Barnard, who is going to finish the season 2nd in the championship, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, our new champion. Behind them, Nikita Bedrin has had something of a quiet weekend by his standards, and Rafael Kamara, after that dreadful race yesterday, starts all the way back in 10th place. He's got a lot of work to do from there. And Michael Sauter lines up 11th on the grid. That does not reflect the skill that he showed yesterday. He was relishing in the slippery conditions, but a slip in the closing stages saw him into the gravel trap that brought out a safety car, and because of that he starts this, the final race of the season, from the absolute back of the grid. But keep an eye on him. The young privateer will no doubt be looking to move forwards. The formation lap is complete. This will be a 30-minute race, the last 30 minutes of this 2022 season for the ADAC Formula 4 Germany, and it is David Birnbach who takes his position. You can see that the track is dry in most places, but it is slippery off the racing line. We've had quite a lot of other racing here this weekend, that has allowed the track to dry out a bit, well, certainly today, and the dry line on the racing line is certainly there, but off the racing line it is a little bit slippery. We now look for clearance from the back for the very last time in 2022. We say that it's time to go for the ADAC Formula 4 Germany, and it's Nan-David Birenbakhti who slides his way, but look at Valentin Kloos duck into the inside as well. They head in towards turn 1, but Valentin Kloos, a great start from him on the inside into turn 1. Birenbakhti looking back to the inside. Valentin Kloos goes deep. One of the Prema cars has come through, sneaks through into the lead, but we got a spinner further back, one of the PHM cars, and that is Jonas Reed. So Jonas Reed once again in the wars. He's pointing in the wrong direction, but it looks like Uga Chukwu who's jumped into the lead. This driver who has been so impressive on his debut. This is only his second event in the ADAC Formula 4 Germany. He picked up a podium yesterday, his first, and he now leads the race. And the Prema car, which is very rapid here around the Nürburgring, he's stretching his lead over Valentin Kloos, and the rest of the cars come through. So it's Jonas Reed, who we saw spinning, and he has had a troubled weekend, and we'll be looking to put that behind him as he hopefully will rejoin as this race continues. Now, Nan-David Birenbakhti, not the best start from him. He's dropped back through the pack. It is a steep learning curve, particularly in these slippery conditions. Taylor Barnard is up into 3rd place. And behind him, that is the number 13 of James Wharton. There is Jonas Reed as he rushes to rejoin the rest of the cars. But he's got an awful lot of work to do from back there. So we'll wait for the cars to cross the timing line in a few minutes, and we'll get a better indication of where everybody is. But it's certainly Uga Chukwu who's leading the way at the moment from Valentin Kloos, 2 of the absolute up-and-coming superstars in Formula 4 racing. But look at this, Taylor Barnard now putting the heat on. Behind him is James Wharton, who's also looking to make up positions. So across the line they come. And it is Uga Chukwu from Valentin Kloos, Taylor Barnard, James Wharton, and Rasmus Utsimiz is the car behind. But now look at this, Taylor Barnard to the inside into turn 1 under braking. He's off the dry line, but he slides the car through on the inside, stealing that 2nd place away from Valentin Kloos. So Taylor Barnard up a position. Rasmus Utsimiz is behind James Wharton, and behind him is Rafael Kamara. And this is one that we're going to be watching as this race continues, because this will be for the Rookie Championship. Look at the lead that Uga Chukwu has got so far. He's already opened up quite a gap over the 2nd place car, but Taylor Barnard will be looking to close that up. He is a driver who came so close to winning the title this year, had it not been for that pesky Antonelli who came and dominated the points in the latter part of the season. But Taylor Barnard now in 2nd place, looking to make amends certainly in this race as he closes in on Uga Chukwu, who leads the way. The rest of the cars just spacing out a little, but look further back, Rafael Kamara putting the pressure on Rasmus Utsimiz. So Rasmus Utsimiz in the blue and black number 24 car, Rafael Kamara in the red and white number 88 car, and this is for glory in the Rookie Championship. There is just 7 points between them. So not only does Rafael Kamara need to get past, he needs to pull away from Rasmus Utsimiz, who leads the championship of the rookie standings coming into this, the final race of the season. So up towards turn 14, that is the Wiedel chicane. And it's still advantage Utsimiz as we look back in the pack. Now Utsimiz under a lot of pressure. He's currently running in 5th place. And 5th place will give him 10 points. Rafael Kamara in 6th place, and that would give him 8 points. So he could afford to let Rafael Kamara past, and he would still win the Rookie Championship. But then it really is hanging very much by a thread. So the cars very much continuing in the order that they are in. And it is 25 minutes into the race. No, 5 minutes into the race, 25 minutes remaining. Don't panic. Valentin Kloos just coming past with a yellow halo. Then it's James Wharton in the number 13 car. And then behind him, Rasmus Utsimiz and Rafael Kamara. With Nikita Bedrin, another driver who's had a fairly quiet weekend in the number 15 car, who's just behind them. Nikita Bedrin, who's just had 2 9th places. Our leader continues to be Ugo Chukwu. Second, Taylor Barnard. But our focus very much on this battle here for the Rookie Championship. Rasmus Utsimiz leading Rafael Kamara at the moment. If things stay as they are, it will be Rasmus Utsimiz who becomes the Rookie Champion. But we've still got 25 minutes remaining, and an awful lot can and probably will happen in that time. Here are the rest of the cars, very much in single file at the moment. And the drivers very nervous to step off the racing line on the parts of the track where it is damp. Now, Kamara lining up, Rasmus Utsimiz behind them. There's Nikita Bedrin coming under pressure as well, and that is from Andrea Kimi Antonelli. So Antonelli having a fairly quiet day by his standards. He's got the championship won, but now Rasmus Utsimiz, keep an eye on this as they head out along towards the pit straight. Now Rafael Kamara to the inside. Utsimiz closes the door. Do they make contact? Utsimiz drops. And Rafael Kamara is through. Rasmus Utsimiz has lost another 2 places. So this will have big implications for the Rookie Championship. The number 24 car is going in the wrong direction now. Mikael Sauter is also challenging. So Rasmus Utsimiz, having been at the front of that pack for the first 5 minutes of the race, is now relegated. Mikael Sauter is through as well. So Utsimiz down to 9th place. So that was a disastrous lap for Rasmus Utsimiz. You saw him smoking the brakes just going into the corner and locking up the tyre slightly. He continues, but he has dropped an awful lot of positions, and suddenly Rafael Kamara has been allowed to escape, and suddenly the Rookie Champion. We look out for our leader, which will be coming very, very soon. It is Ugo Chukwu for Prema Racing with Taylor Barnard just behind him. Now, Taylor Barnard has reeled him in. Last time across the line, it was a fraction over a second between first and second place. You can see that Taylor Barnard is winding him in, and it might be that Taylor Barnard is going to see off this season with what he hopes will be his 5th win. In 3rd place, Valentin Kloos just running on his own at the moment. Then is James Wharton. This is Rafael Kamara, a replay of him going to the inside of Rasmus Utsimiz, and Utsimiz did look to close the door going into turn 15. There was a very slight contact between the 2 cars, I think, and Kamara is through. The incident is being investigated by our race stewards, and in fact they've now just said no investigation needed, so there will be no penalties awarded for that. Rafael Kamara, advantage to him as he has moved up into that 5th place. Across the line we come. Ugo Chukwu now with Taylor Barnard just half a second behind into turn 1. And it feels like only a matter of time before the challenge is going to come from Barnard for the lead. Then a gap back to Valentin Kloos. Then it's James Wharton, Rafael Kamara, Nikita Bedrin, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, our new champion, going side by side with the number 15 car. He sails on through, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli is up to 6th place. With the championship won, it really is. He's able just to stretch his legs and think about this one race. He doesn't have to think about points. And Andrea Kimi Antonelli just picking off the cars in front, one by one. He moves up into that 6th place, relegating Nikita Bedrin and locking up a wheel slightly into the corner. So not all plain sailing, but still very much into that position. Once again, a fairly dominant performance from many of the Prema cars. There you see the number 19, Valentin Kloos. He is in 3rd place. Just behind him is James Wharton and Rafael Kamara. Kamara, who is now looking to be in command of the Rookie Championship standings, but this is for the race lead. And Ugo Chukwu in just his second event in the ADAC Formula 4 Germany. That'll be his 6th race. And driving very mature style. And he is fighting off the attentions of Taylor Barnard, who is looking for the 5th win of the season. So in towards turn 14 and then up to turn 15, the final turn of the course, and then back out onto the pit straight. This is where Taylor Barnard will be able to pick up a slipstream, and he may just make that move. He really is closer than he has been before as they cross the line. There's the indication from the Prema team just to tell Ugo that he is in the lead, but is it going to be for long? Barnard looks to the outside, he ducks to the inside. Looks like Ugo Chukwu just holding on to it. He goes deep into the corner now. Barnard ducks back to the inside, and still Ugo Chukwu holding on to that lead, but for how much longer? Taylor Barnard now with the pressure on, going for the wide outside, cutting back to the inside, trying to put the pressure on the number 16 car. But still, Ugo Chukwu holds on to that lead. But for how long? Taylor Barnard now monstering him as they head in towards turn 5. Ugo Chukwu still holding on to that racing line. But Taylor Barnard looking to the left, he looks to the right. Still, he remains in that 2nd position at the moment. We've still got 19 minutes of this race remaining. The track getting drier and drier at all time, but some wet patches offline. Taylor Barnard needs to be careful of that. Ugo Chukwu still holding on as he leads the way up towards turn 8. They come now and round to turn 9. So it's still Ugo Chukwu from Barnard from Kloos in 3rd place. But this is the battle for the lead that we have been focusing on. And still, it's Ugo Chukwu who leads the way on that. So out they come, turn 12, and then up towards 13, which will be the Vidal chicane. Barnard once again really close. He looks to the inside, and Ugo Chukwu gives him plenty of room. Barnard goes sailing through. Chukwu having a look on the inside, but Barnard closing the door, and it's Taylor Barnard who takes over the lead of the race as they come to complete the 5th lap with a little under 18 minutes remaining, and it is Taylor Barnard who now leads the way from Ugo Chukwu. You can see him swerving, trying to break the slipstream from the number 16 car, but it looks like Barnard has this covered off. Ugo Chukwu has a little look to the inside. Further back, Valentin Kloos also coming under pressure. So that was from James Wharton. But this is the lead battle still. Taylor Barnard now in front, and he opens up a gap. And Ugo Chukwu is left in 2nd place. Now James Wharton turning the heat up. Also in there, Rafael Kamara. Kamara needs to finish this race if he wants to win the Rookie Championship. He goes to the inside of James Wharton. This is quite a scrap amongst the Prema cars because Andrea Kimi Antonelli is in there as well. Andrea Kimi Antonelli going side by side with teammate Rafael Kamara. And still in front of them is Valentin Kloos holding on. But look at the 3 Prema cars lined up behind, ready to assault Kloos for that 3rd place, the last of the podium positions. And it's Wharton who locks a wheel going into the corner. It leaves a gap on the inside. That's going to be enough for Kamara to take a little look. But Wharton closes the door in his face. All of that is allowing Kloos just to stretch his legs a little whilst the 3 Prema cars are scrapping amongst each other. Nikita Bedrin is at the back as well, keeping a watch in case any of these cars get together. But Valentin Kloos holding on to that 3rd place at the moment. Behind them, James Wharton, then Rafael Kamara, Andrea Kimi Antonelli and Nikita Bedrin. What a great battle this is. 5 cars absolutely glued together here at the Nürburgring in this, the final race of the season for the ADAC Formula 4 Germany. And still, Valentin Kloos holding on to that 3rd place, but for how much longer? Now, as they head along the pit straight in a few moments, surely there is going to be a change of position. They're all picking up a slipstream from the lead cars. And now they head along past the pits, down towards turn 1. 5 cars all in a row. What's this going to look like into turn 1? As Kamara moves to the outside, as does James Wharton. but still Valentin Kloos just holding it together under pressure, but he locks up a break into the corner. He goes deep, and he allows certainly 2 cars through. It's Wharton who's through, also Rafael Kamara, and I think Antonelli is probably going to have a little bit of momentum there as well, but Antonelli has Bedrin to think about. So, Kimi Antonelli looking to the inside of Valentin Kloos. Valentin Kloos running wide off the track now. Nikita Bedrin trying to take both of them. James Wharton and Rafael Kamara breaking free at the front, but Valentin Kloos now holding off teammate Nikita Bedrin. And Andrea Kimi Antonelli, rather unusually for him, losing positions. But he still has time. We are over the halfway point of the race. What a great battle this is. Now Valentin Kloos sees Nikita Bedrin to his outside. Antonelli just waiting for this to unfold. He's patient. He's waiting for his moment. Now he looks to the inside of Bedrin. So Antonelli gets that place back. And now he sets about Valentin Kloos once again. Great stuff from these drivers. Really good, close racing. James Wharton has Rafael Kamara behind him. And Valentin Kloos just behind them as well. But it's James Wharton who's up into that 3rd place at the moment. But Rafael Kamara, who has been so quick all season long, now putting the pressure onto James Wharton. He needs to score as many points as possible to secure that rookie championship. If the race were to finish now, it would be Rafael Kamara who would become the rookie champion. There is Valentin Kloos. Once again, out towards turn 15 and onto the pit straight we come. And Valentin Kloos, who only joined the series in May of this year. He was 15 years old in May and was able to join the series part way through, and has been something of a revelation, but he's having to learn the hard way here at the Nürburgring as James Wharton once again feels the pressure from Rafael Kamara for that 3rd place. And now Kamara sees a gap on the inside. He cannot afford to lose a front wing, get a puncture, or end up in the gravel trap, because if he does that, then Rasmus Utsimies will take the rookie championship. So Rafael Kamara needs to keep the car together to keep it pointing in the right direction. But he has got his eyes on a podium position in the overall race as well. Valentin Kloos continues with immense pressure from Andrea Kimi Antonelli behind. The rest of the cars come through. That was Mikael Sauter in the number 21 car. Nandavid Bernbakti, our pole sitter, a little way back from them. This is James Wharton in 3rd place, with Rafael Kamara now having dropped back just a little bit. So Rafael Kamara in that 4th place, which would earn him 12 points. Rasmus Utsimies down in 8th place, and that would earn him 4 points. And there was 7 points between them coming into the race. So Kamara just biding his time at the moment. The rest of the cars very much just in single file as we wait. So into the chicane they come once again. If things remain as they are, it will be Rafael Kamara who takes the rookie championship. Valentin Kloos continues on his way, still with the pressure from the new ADAC Formula 4 Germany champion, Andrea Kimi Antonelli. So James Wharton in the number 13 car, still in 3rd place. Into turn 1 we come, and now a challenge on the inside of car 19. Antonelli goes deep into the corner. Kloos comes back at him, and suddenly Bedrin is back in there as well. The 2 PHM cars running together. But it is Andrea Kimi Antonelli who gathers it up in front of those 2 cars. So Andrea Kimi Antonelli up into 5th place, and continuing his march forwards from his 8th place starting position in this race. Andrea Kimi Antonelli with the 2 PHM cars behind. Rasmus Utsimies, keep an eye on him behind. He is not out of this yet. He still has the potential to win the rookie championship if he can move forwards. Still more tyres being locked up into the corner, but it is Andrea Kimi Antonelli who finally breaks free of Valentin Kloos in 5th place. He stretches his legs, but he's locked a tyre up going into the corner. You saw the puff of blue smoke. We've still got another 10.5 minutes of this race remaining. So it's still Taylor Barnard who leads the way ahead of Ugo Chukwu. But our focus very much on the minor places and also on the Rookie Championship is James Wharton in 3rd place. In 4th place, it's Rafael Camara, and then in 5th place, that man there, the number 12 of Andrea Kimi Antonelli. The graphic on your screen will refresh when they cross the timing line as they come out towards turn 15 and out onto the pit straight. And Valentin Klus with Nikita Bedrin behind him. And Rasmus Utsimi still in this battle. Here is our race leader, 3.2 seconds to the good. It is Taylor Barnard for PHM Racing who leads the way ahead of Ugo Chukwu and James Wharton. So Taylor Barnard looking for his 5th win of the season. He came into this weekend with a slim chance of clinching the championship, but it wasn't in his hands. He needed Andrea Kimi Antonelli to make some mistakes, to have a non-finish or to have a problem. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen very often with Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and he has won 2 out of 2 races to win the championship. But now Taylor Barnard has his opportunity to shine, and if he can keep it in this position for another 8 minutes and 50 seconds, plus whatever remains of that lap, he will win the final race of the season. 2nd place, Ugo Chukwu, running very much on his own, some 4.3 seconds clear of James Wharton in 3rd place. And then Rafael Camara, the driver we're keeping an eye on, in 4th, with that 12 points that will go to him. So out we come on to turn 13. We're heading towards the Vidal chicane. And out towards turn 15 once again. Our race leader, Taylor Barnard, heading out across the line to break the timing beam and to further extend his lead at the front. Now, Andrea Kimi Antonelli with a challenge from Valentin Klus. So Nikita Bedrin. So Nikita Bedrin has worked her way past Andrea Kimi Antonelli. So Nikita Bedrin making good progress. He has been quite the contender all season long. Andrea Kimi Antonelli now coming under pressure, taking a tighter line into turn 1. And Antonelli leading Valentin Klus at the moment, but Nikita Bedrin finding a route past Andrea Kimi Antonelli. And now Rasmus Utsimi is joining the back of that queue as well. If things finish as they are, it's Rafael Camara in 4th place who will be the rookie champion. He will be 3rd in the rookie standings in this race. Our leading rookie at the moment is Ugo Chukwu, with James Wharton 2nd in the rookie standings. He is running 3rd. So Nikita Bedrin, certainly having found a little bit of pace in the closing stages of this weekend. His 2 9th places yesterday were not really a reflection of the kind of form he's shown all season long. He took a win at the Sachsenring, but looked something a little bit subdued in the slippery conditions. Now Antonelli looking to come back, but of course behind them is Valentin Klus, ready to pounce if there is any mistake or any gap. Barnard leading the way, Ugo Chukwu from James Wharton. And out onto the pit straight once again. 3.85 seconds was the gap between first and second last time. It's now 3.925 seconds. So Barnard continuing to stretch his legs at the front. And this is the fight that has been raging all race long. The number 15 car, Nikita Bedrin, Andrea Kimi Antonelli behind him, and Valentin Klus and Rasmus Utsimies. And if this finishes as it is now, this will be actually Antonelli's worst finish of the season, but he's not going to be too worried about that. He has the championship tied up. And his teammate, Rafael Kamara, on the edge of clinching the rookie championship as well. Rasmus Utsimies caught up at the back of this particular queue. So still at the front of that, Nikita Bedrin, Andrea Kimi Antonelli needing to do all the hard work to try and get past Valentin Klus, Rasmus Utsimies there as well. We have 4.5 minutes of this race remaining. And it's still Taylor Barnard leading the way at the front from Ugo Chukwu and James Wharton. And then Rafael Kamara behind them as well. So Nikita Bedrin currently in 5th place, 6th Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Valentin Klus in 7th, Rasmus Utsimies in 8th. Utsimies, who came into this race as the leader in the rookie standings. But if things stay as they are for the next 4 minutes, it will be Rafael Kamara who will take over the lead of the Rookie Championship and will take the title of Rookie Champion. So Nikita Bedrin now with Andrea Kimi Antonelli closing up once again. Out onto the pit straight they come. Is Antonelli close enough to make a move into turn 1? He's looking quite a long way back at the moment, so it doesn't look especially possible. As they head in towards turn 1, it is a tricky corner with an off camber on the exit. Also a change of surface. You can see the tarmac changes colour, which can actually catch the drivers out. There's a bit of a bump under braking into turn 1. And it is always part of the circuit that causes an awful lot of controversy. So 12 laps in the book for Taylor Barnard. And less than 3 minutes remaining of the 2022 season for the ADAC Formula 4 Germany. It is race 18 of an 18-race season, round 6. It's a series that started back in Spa-Francorchamps back in April. And it saw a double win for Andrea Kimi Antonelli, a driver who has won well over half of the races this season. And a very significant number, 9 out of the 14 races that he's started this year. And he's gone on to take the championship. The driver who will finish second in the championship, Taylor Barnard, currently leading this race. One of the up-and-coming stars in racing, Ugo Chukwu from the USA for Prema Racing. He's a McLaren Junior, and he is currently in 2nd place. And it's Rafael Kamara who's now moved up into 3rd place. So Rafael Kamara has found a route past James Wharton, and the number 88 car, the Brazilian driver, now with one hand very firmly on the Rookie Championship trophy. There he is, the number 88 car, having got past James Wharton, the Australian number 13 driver who was in 3rd place, now down to 4th. And it's Rafael Kamara who crosses the line in 3rd place with 1.5 minutes of the season remaining for the ADAC Formula 4 Germany. So here is our race leader. It's Taylor Barnard ahead of Ugo Chukwu by nearly 5.5 seconds. Ugo Chukwu, a fairly solid 2nd place, looking to improve on his best result in ADAC Formula 4 yesterday, which was 3rd, well, a 2nd place today, and that shows real signs of what is to come from this young superstar driver coming up through the ranks But our focus now on this man here on his final lap of the season. Taylor Barnard leading the way in the number 77 car, the PHM Racing car. It's the first season that we've had with the new Tatus Formula 4 car, complete with the halo, increased to 180 horsepower from the Abarth engine. And it's Taylor Barnard now who leads this final lap. Up towards turn 10 he comes, and then out towards 11 for the final time. Taylor Barnard looking to finish the season off in style. He heads towards turn 12, and then for the final time it will be the Vidal chicane. Just keeping it all together into the chicane for the very final time, and then out towards turn 15. Taylor Barnard, he came into this weekend as a 4-time winner in ADAC Formula 4 Germany. He leaves as a 5-time winner, second in the championship, and the winner of the final race of the season. It's Taylor Barnard who wins for PHM, second across the line, Ugo Chukwu, and third across the line, Rafael Kamara, which will give him the rookie championship. Ahead of James Wharton, Nikita Bedrin will be next across the line, and then Andrea Kimi Antonelli, a 6th place, our new champion in ADAC Formula 4 Germany. And 6th place for him ahead of Valentin Kloos, Rasmus Utsimi's in 8th place, and Mikhail Sauter in 9th. We just wait for Nan-David Burabakti to cross the line. Jonas Reed was a lap down, and he will cross the line to conclude the season for the ADAC Formula 4 Germany. A season that has been dominated by Andrea Kimi Antonelli, but the final top step of the podium will go to Britain's Taylor Barnard, second in the championship, and a win, his 5th of the season in the ADAC Formula 4 Germany. So with the clouds having broken, we were presented with a dry track here at the Nürburgring for this, the final race of the season. And Taylor Barnard stamping his authority on proceedings in the closing stages. He had just an outside chance of winning the championship coming into this weekend, but he was dependent on Andrea Kimi Antonelli having problems. And that wasn't to happen. It was Andrea Kimi Antonelli who won the championship. Taylor Barnard was second in the championship. And Rafael Kamara cementing his position, third in the Drivers' Championship, and the winner of the Rookie Championship. So the cars now about to come in to Parc Fermé, and very shortly we hope to bring you the podium presentation in the sunshine here at the Nürburgring. After 2 days of fog and drizzle and rain, it is so good to feel the sunshine again as we wait for the cars to come into the pits. And there is Rafael Kamara, second in the rookie championship, in the rookie race in this race, because Ugo Chukwu taking the top step in this race for the rookies. James Wharton will have been third. Rasmus Utsimi's will be 5th in this rookie race. There is our race winner though, Taylor Barnard. And he celebrates as he jumps out of the car. And now the PHM team, which of course came from ADAC Motorsports, now known as PHM. So through to the garage you go. And we have silence in the pit lane at the moment while we just wait for the podium presentation to come. The two Prema cars and the PHM cars that have dominated this season. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from this, the final race of the season. So a great way to finish the season here at the Nürburgring, the legendary Nürburgring on the Grand Prix course. And entertainment, as has been the case all through the season, from the young stars of the future. Taylor Barnard, another driver we're going to be keeping an eye on as he proceeds up the ladder of motorsport. And had it not been for the dominance of Andrea Kimi Antonelli, we may have been looking at our third consecutive British driver to win the ADAC Formula 4 Championship. So we just look towards the podium, an unusual podium here at the Nürburgring, not our regular one, but the drivers will be with us shortly. And Taylor Barnard will be celebrating his 5th win of the season. His first came here at the Nürburgring back in August. His second race of the season, also second race win of the season, came here at the Nürburgring in August. He also won at the Sachsenring. August was a good month for Taylor Barnard, and now he scores his 5th win. In fact, he got 2 at the Sachsenring, and he scores his 5th win here at the Nürburgring once again. And look at those trophies. What amazing trophies they are. The little front wings mounted on the plinth. And here comes Taylor, stage right. And the rest of the drivers just on their way at the moment. It's not often that we have a podium without Andrea Kimi Antonelli on it, but he has done what he came to do this weekend, and that was to win the championship. The driver who wins this race is that man there, Taylor Barnard, from Norwich in the UK. Who has been very impressive here in ADAC Formula 4 Germany. Just chats to his team as we wait for the podium presentation. So just looking out from the paddock. This is just behind the paddock, behind the garages. Here's where the podium is situated at the moment. Part of the ADAC race weekend, which has been thoroughly entertaining this year. And a great way to bring the season to a close for the ADAC Formula 4 Germany. We don't have dates for next year's season yet, but keep your eyes on the ADAC website for the 2023 ADAC Formula 4 Germany season. It was a season this year that started at Spa-Francorchamps in April. We went to Hockenheim in May. We went across to the Netherlands to Zandvoort in June, and then we had our first visit to the Nürburgring here in August, where we were on the shorter sprint circuit. And then the Lausitzring, using parts of the tri-oval. That was fun in the wet, also in August. And then it all comes to a close here this weekend at the Nürburgring in the autumn sunshine, and we are so pleased to see that. The autumnal sunshine here in the Eifel region under the shadow of Nürburg Castle, the venue that has seen so many legends, so many historical moments written into the books, and another one this weekend as Andrea Kimi Antonelli became the first Italian driver to win the ADAC Formel 4 Germany. The Mercedes junior driver will be one to watch in the future, no doubt whatsoever. I believe that he may be heading towards Frecker for next year, but keep an eye on that. Nothing is confirmed yet. But of course, the ADAC Formula 4, very much a launch pad for many careers, and many of the superstars that we currently enjoy watching in the more senior classes of motor racing. They cut their teeth in Formula 4 racing and in the ADAC Formula 4, in fact. There we go, third place on to the podium. And Rafael Kamara clinches the rookie championship by my reckoning by about 1 point, so didn't exactly run away with it. Second is Ugo Chukwu in just his second event in ADAC Formula 4 Germany, taking his second podium and his best finish of the season, but stealing the headlines in the final race of 2022 in the ADAC Formula 4 Germany. Taylor Barnard taking the top step of the podium. There'll be a representative from PHM Racing that will also join us up on the podium. And the trophies will shortly be presented. But before that, it's time for the national anthem. So with the national anthem done, the trophies now to be presented. Our third place trophy being presented to Rafael Kamara. He will be very pleased with progress in that race, getting to the top of the rookie championship standings. Ugo Chukwu, another driver to watch out for. We were told, watch out for this man, he is something special. The McLaren Junior coming up through the ranks. There's an awful lot of these superstars coming through. Taylor Barnard, though, final race of the season, race 18 of an 18-race season, and that brings the curtain down on the ADAC Formula 4 Germany 2022 season. Trophy is presented to PHM, who take the winning team trophy. Of course, it's Prema who have won the championship, but PHM winning in this race. And Ugo Chukwu, also the highest finishing rookie, so he gets 2 trophies for his troubles. As the drivers pose for photos, we say well done and thank you to all of the drivers who have entertained us throughout 2022 in the ADAC Formula 4 Germany Championship. It has been a great year of racing. We have seen some spectacular maneuvers, but the headline is that Andrea Kimi Antonelli is the champion. He sealed it with 1 race remaining, but it's Taylor Barnard who wins the 3rd race and the final race of the weekend and of the season to bring the curtain down on what has been a great year of racing in the ADAC Formula 4 Germany. So now we cast our eyes to 2023. when we will be back racing again. The date's still yet to be announced for 2023, but keep your eye on social media and on the ADAC website, and there'll be details of that very soon indeed. Many of these drivers, of course, will be moving on to more senior formulas. Some will be moving to other open wheel series. Some will be moving into saloon car racing, but keep your eyes open on all the websites and the social media feeds to find out where they are heading. Some of them will be back next year as we look towards 2023 for the ADAC Formula 4 Germany. So with the sun shining on the Nürburgring, the podium presentation done. There's still a little bit of presentation going on the stage. But that concludes our racing for this year in the Formula 4 Germany. So we just look on the empty podium for the moment as we just wait to see what is happening next. So our focus, just looking back on this year, has been the incredible progress of Andrea Kimi Antonelli. And that is Rasmus Utsimies, who finished in the rookie standings. So he goes to the podium for the rookies.
Jetzt haben wir noch da. Also, jetzt sind wir erst Rang 3. Siehst du, so einfach geht das. Congratulations for the third
and
place,
now,
the third time. James Wharton, jetzt ist da.
That is James Wharton, who goes on to the podium. Third in the rookies. But it looks like we're going to see our new rookie champion. Here he is, Rafael Camara. So a little bonus there that we get to see the rookie champion taking the top step of the podium. Rafael Camara, he left it to the last minute before securing that one, didn't he? The third place goes to James Wharton. Rasmus Utsimies not looking overly delighted because he came into this weekend as the championship leader, but the mighty Rafael Camara, who missed the Nürburgring round because of COVID earlier on this year. And he takes the #1 trophy. The Brazilian holding the trophy high.
You also push a little bit together on the podium, please, a little bit closer.
So once again, the drivers will pose for the photos.
Das sind die Rookies 1, 2 und 3 aus dem Jahr 2022.
And great trophies they are too. Rasmus Utsimies a little bit disappointed with that second place, but it was going to take an awful lot to stop Rafael Camara. So a little bit of a bonus podium for us here.
Die wir als erstes ehren dürfen und dürfen nach oben bitten, sagen herzlichen Glückwunsch der Mannschaft von ADAC Motorsports. Das also ein Austreppchen. Du darfst klettern. Und wenn es geht, ich weiß, es ist kalt, aber danke. Das wollte ich sagen. Nummer 2 in der Teamwertung. Unser Glückwunsch und Austreppchen bitte. PHM Racing, herzlichen Glückwunsch.
So we continue with our presentations. Definite bonus here. So that's ADAC Motorsport, who finished third in the team championship standings. PHM, who finished in second. And it will be Prema Racing, the mighty Prema, the Italian team, who have really dominated this year in ADAC Formula 4 Germany. They take, mind your step, they take the top step of the podium, having won the team championship. So the 1, 2, 3 on the podium, receiving their trophies. So that's the third place. going to Genza. And Genza Motorsport have been really solid, operated many of their drivers, including Rasmus Simis, Samir Ben, who wasn't able to make it this weekend, and Nan-David Birnbach-D, PHM, who took the battle all the way to Prema and all the way to the last round. But the mighty Prema, they are taking an awful lot of beating, and with drivers like Andrea Kimi Antonelli and Rafael Camara, it's quite something, and they ended up winning the team championship. So they pose for the photos. So if we're lucky, we might just get to see the prize giving for the overall winners. By the grace of our TV director, we're able to see some of these podium ceremonies that we don't often get to bring for you. So now we look at what comes next, and ever optimistic that we're going to see our championship winners coming up onto the podium. So here we go. Third in the championship, Rafael Camara. A good job by him. But the driver who's going to come up next on the podium, a very popular British driver, following in the steps of Johnny Edgar and Oliver Bierman. Didn't quite make it to the top step, but second is pretty good going. Taylor Barnard from Norwich, second in the championship. But here at the Nürburgring, a legend is in the making. The driver then has dominated this championship. He won it with one race to go, despite missing an entire round. Andrea Kimi Antonelli, the Italian, is the ADAC Formula 4 champion of 2022. Keep an eye on this driver. Make a note of this name. He is going to be knocking on the door of the big time very, very soon. And now, once again, we have the national anthem. So we'll get used to that national anthem once again, and to that driver and that name, because Kimi Antonelli will be a name that we will be talking about for years to come. The trophies are presented. Rafael Camara came so close to challenging for the championship, but had to take some time out. Also missed the Sachsenring round. Taylor Barnard, a good year from him. Second place, nothing to be ashamed of, and he will go forwards from there. But Andrea Kimi Antonelli, the first of many, many champions for the young Italian. The Mercedes Junior is already getting phone calls and tuition from Toto Wolff, and he is going to be moving up the ladder and into the big time. A thoroughly impressive and entertaining driver. They pose for their photos. The 1, 2, 3 in the ADAC Formula 4 Germany. 2 Prema drivers and the PHM driver. The photos are done. The trophies are presented. That was a bonus podium that we weren't expecting to bring you, but they are absolutely well deserved. All the drivers who have fought so hard. I don't think there's any more trophies to present, is there? So thank you for joining us for the ADAC Formula 4 2022. It has been a thoroughly entertaining year. Why don't we come back and do it all again in 2023? We'll look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye.